going to get the wall built, and then he's going to have Mexico pay for it. And how they're going to do that is corporate tax. They're going to lower the tax rate of corporate tax, where it'll be beneficial, where the money that we get from Mexico will be reimbursed by paying for the wall. You see the tariffs that we get. See, this is what's called international trade. Okay, it's called a treaty agreement, and it was interesting hearing that over 20 years ago from a Korea veteran. He's actually been there, and he said that this is called tariffs, and we can actually lower the interest rates by doing tariffs, and by doing that, Mexico will reimburse us, and that's exactly what Trump is talking about. And this person I learned this from was a Korea veteran. It was possible 20 years ago.
Wow.
20 years ago.
Yeah.
So it runs on tariffs. So basically, it's a tax on the goods that come from, it's international tax, where we don't pay a tax. You see, this is why businesses are coming back, because businesses don't want to pay an international tax on goods. This is why, like Samsung, this is why Apple, this is like Sprint. They're having older employees from China coming back to the U.S. because they don't want to pay the tariff tax. That's going to have the tariff tax on the price of goods that's going to be shipped overseas, because that's exactly the caps that Donald Trump is putting together right now, and it's going to stop these bargain prices. They're just ripping us off right now. That's what China's doing. They're just ripping us off right now. They're taking our money.
We know that.
They're taking our money, but there's nothing coming. And it's cheap crap we're getting. It's not even good stuff anymore. It used to be good. Now it's cheaply made, and it's manufacturer made. And you got machines that are actually breaking down, catching on fire. The best way to make something happen is actually hand built by American men and women. Productivity in this country. It's the best way we actually make stuff happen in this country. Donald Trump understands this. A lot of business people understand it, but however, the Democrats, the liberal socialists, don't understand it, and this is why we need to get our education system. We got to get the system is rigged. We gotta change it. We have a broken system, and the only way to do it, you got to get people and leadership power, like we have the new EPA we have. Great guy, by the way, and he got hammered today by the leftists from the Senate. Absolutely just ridiculous. Scott, I forgot. It was Scott something or other. Scott, was it Scott Fenton? No, it was I forgot his name. Anyway, it was Scott that got hammered. Just like the guy who was actually on nothing more than what happened when they put the Secretary of Defense on the stand too as well. General James Mattis. Remember him? He actually was on went to the Senate too. They grilled him, and he said, what you're doing is nothing more than a talking point blog, the blogger point of view, and you have no basis, no bearing. Where's your facts at? Where's your facts at? How come you haven't done your job to actually put your facts together? You're just reading a stupid talking point memo from the New York Times. There's no basis on this whatsoever. Where's your facts at? This is why the Democrats have no idea what in the world is going on anymore. This is a problem. They have no clue.
No, I mean, and Elizabeth Warren and Bernie Sanders weren't too cool either.
Well, yeah. Oh, they had a film. Yeah, Bernie Sanders and Elizabeth Warren, Pocahontas, crazy Bernie Sanders. They had a meltdown today on the Senate. I mean, they had a complete meltdown.
Anybody after she just lied her gamut for how long?
Oh, yeah, of course she did. She lied on everything that she talked about. And it was in she, and so did Patty Murray and another one. Maria can't do well either from Washington State. She also hounded Scott today too as well, and that's not right. That's not right at all. That's not what this country's about.
Hey, Mark, I got like 10 seconds left
Oh wow.
to talk here.
Well, thank you so much for your time, and I appreciate it. But like I said, this is why I'm glad you invited me on your program today. I'm really happy to be on.
Hopefully next Wednesday you can call in and we can chit chat, and hopefully we'll have a new president and nothing went off without a hitch on Friday.
Well, continue praying for our president. President elect. I mean, that's what we need right now. I mean, the death threats are just outrageous. The tweeters, the social media. I mean, oh yeah, it's just absolutely just outrageous. So thanks again for your time, Victoria. Appreciate it. Thank you.